Okay, hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is Divine Truth Tarot. We had an amazing 2-hour Zoom session yesterday with my VIP patrons, and I got to meet some of you guys face to face, as close to face as we can come, being in the US and Colombia and Canada and Australia. And so I just want to thank everyone who joined, and just thank you all for your support over on Patreon. It really means the world to me, and it really helps me to continue creating these videos for you guys. And you know, as content creators, this is what we do. This is our job. And so it's really helpful, and I'm very grateful for everyone who's watched a video or liked a video, subscribed to the channel, subscribed to Patreon. So thank you guys so very much for your support, first and foremost. Secondly, if you're wanting a personal reading, which is a guidance and or coaching session, kind of all in one, then you can reach out to me at the email listed below the video. And I'm just gonna hop on and do a quick counterpart check-in because I am absolutely exhausted today. I don't know if you guys are feeling it, but I've checked in with my family. I was with my nephew this weekend and he's feeling it. And I think we're just mentally, emotionally, and physically exhausted. We shared a lot on Patreon last night on our call. And one of the things that I want to mention that's going on with the Divine Feminine Collective is that many of us, and this is occurring, there's a couple readers I follow on Instagram, there's a couple that I follow here and there on YouTube, and I'm telling you, we're all picking up on the same energy. And in fact, I'm feeling this as well, and many readers are feeling this as well. There is sort of an apathy right now in the Divine Feminine Collective. So if you're feeling that, give the video a like, subscribe, and I do have comments turned off at the moment, so you won't be able to comment, unfortunately. But if you're in the live chat, if you're able to catch the live chat, you will be able to comment, and you will be able to share, and there will be moderators there. And so Peter Piper picked the peck. Okay, start a conversation is what I was trying to say. Start a chat, guys, in the live chat, you know, chat with each other, because I really want everyone to understand that this is not you alone. You're not going through this alone, that there are others who may be feeling this as well. And if this isn't, you know, if this isn't what you're going through, it's not your reading, you may still want to listen, because this could have been something you just went through, or this could be something that you will go through, okay? Because there are different waves, so to speak. So let's go ahead and call on the archangels of the highest order. I'm being told to set this aside. I will flip that over in a moment. Calling on Archangel Michael to create a sphere of protection for this reading, around everyone watching, and around the room, and around myself, and around all of the cards, of course. And calling on my highest self and also my guides and ancestors to be present. Calling on Mary Magdalene and Yeshua to be present as well in this reading, to really bless the reading and hold it in the highest of light. Thank you so much. So there's a lot of energies that really wanted to come out just right off the bat. So let's see. And I'm really curious about this card. Wow. King of Cups. So I feel like this is the counterpart energy, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the masculines. This reading is for the feminines. I'm really being guided again to really concentrate on the divine feminine power and what it is that we are opening up to at this time. So I won't be focusing as much on what the divine masculine's thinking, what they're doing, who they're with, because that's not beneficial to us in particular at this time. It's really not beneficial overall, but it's definitely not beneficial right now. So I want the feminine collective focused on their own growth and focused on where it is that they're needed at this time. So King of Cups, I do feel like this is the masculine energy. And so as I've explained before, when the masculine energy is in this place of longing or missing, or in their emotions for the feminine often feels the opposite. The feminine will feel agitated. The feminine will feel aggression. The feminine will feel rage. The feminine feels anger towards her counterpart, or just in general. So that's how the mirror can work in this connection. And so vice versa. If the masculine feels that, is feeling the anger, then it's the feminine who may be longing or missing the counterpart. So I want to remind you guys to regard this reading as your own inner and outer masculine energy. So rather than focus on external, we really need to be drawing this back in, focusing on the internal. There's even an astrology surrounding this shift with the feminine. And it happened really swiftly after that April new moon in Aries that we just had on the 12th of April. So what happened, what that new moon brought was a new beginning for the feminine collective. And for this feminine collective that I'm picking up on and that I'm working with, and this is myself as well, we are heavily detached from the connection. And in fact, you may even feel like the connection is a hindrance at this time. You may feel like you just want to go back to being who you are and who you were before this connection. You may feel angry or agitated for no reason out of the blue. Bursts of anger, bursts of agitation, bursts of frustration. Like, I was drying my hair yesterday, and granted, I have a lot of hair. But I got so frustrated and agitated, I almost threw my hair dryer. And I mean, that happens once in a while, but I was just agitated. Out of the blue, out of nowhere, I was like, oh! And so that agitation, that frustration, that energy that wants to come through is a lot of the stuff that the feminine is leaving behind, and it's painful to do so. It's painful to leave your counterpart behind, right? Or to feel like you're leaving them behind. It's painful for the feminine to have to walk away from family members. Some of you have expressed that. It's painful to have to walk away from long-standing friendships. It's painful to have to walk away because of your belief system or because of who you are and because you've outgrown your surroundings, you've outgrown your relationships. And honestly, the feminine, a lot of us right now are feeling like we've outgrown this connection. So I know that's a scary feeling for you, because then you wonder, ultimately, am I meant to end up with this person? What is going to happen in this connection? What is actually going on? So that's why I wanted to do this reading, really wanted to tap into those energies. But I mean, King of Cups, you know, there is telepathy going on right now in the connections, but I do feel like the feminine has really shut down the telepathy and has walked away in the sense that the feminine is like emotionally not connected to the masculine at this time. I feel like the 5D has been shut down a bit by the feminine at this time, because feminine, you're really being guided to step back into your power and to really, really turn the focus inward and turn the focus back to what's directly in front of you. So, and also just some of this is the feminine feeling fed up with the lack of action from the masculine. Even knowing everything you know, even being this priestess who has this incredible intuition, and even being connected and understanding the telepathic connection between your twin and you and understanding they're you and you're them, there's still the lack of the physical presence, which has put a lot of feminine just in this place of like, I can't wait any longer. I just have to live my life. Either you're coming or you're not. So the feminine's in a bit of masculine energy right now again, and the feminine's really firm with the decisions that they're making as far as who's invited into their life and their sphere and who's not. Some of you may even feel like blocking your counterpart at this time. You may even feel like the need to just completely like tell them, I'm going to block you for a while, because I've been seeing comments like this as well. I'm going to block you for a while and I'm going to just step back for a while. I'll reach out to you in 6 months or whatever the case is. So a lot of this has to do, like I said, with the astrology. Kay Moon talks about this in her most recent video. I highly recommend you watch it. It really explains everything that I'm talking about here. I do feel like this is a soulmate still coming in for a lot of feminines. I know there's a lot of controversy about soulmates, but there is no right or wrong on this journey. If you are in a phase of separation and you have an attraction to somebody who is a kind soul, who you feel a kindred partnership with, or you feel like this is definitely a soulmate, it's a teacher, and we are here to teach each other lessons, we're here to support each other through this transition, through this shift, and through this period, why would you shut the door on that? That does not interfere with or affect your connection. This is my belief system, take it or leave it. But I don't think there are firm rules that say the divine feminine has to be single and alone until the masculine wakes up, or until the masculine realizes who you are and commits to this connection. I think that's just ludicrous. But again, you're free to believe what you wish. These are just my opinions, and this is, you know, based on this idea that we have to stay single. And, you know, I've heard, oh, you have to be pure for your counterpart. I do agree that you want to be very mindful of who it is that you're inviting into your life, and of course inviting into your body. But if it's a higher level soulmate and you have a contract, you will meet that person and you will have that connection with that person. You will potentially have that relationship or that friendship or that business partnership. Your connection with your twin flame doesn't go anywhere, doesn't get disintegrated just because you end up in a soulmate connection. If it did, I mean, think about the divine masculines and the karmic partners they've had to overcome. That didn't disintegrate your relationship. It may have seemed like a block or an obstacle, but there was something within that connection or relationship that they had to learn to bring them closer to God, to bring them closer to themselves, to bring them closer to truth, to bring them closer to you. So the Page of Water, this could definitely indicate that not only is your intuition heightening, but that there's someone that's coming into the divine feminine's life in any format. Could be a friend, could be a business partner, could be a soulmate, okay, a relationship, a romantic soulmate. But it's going to be a very sensitive and artistic being, a very awakened masculine, potentially a divine masculine that wouldn't be your divine masculine, but a divine masculine who is awake to who he is, has awakened to his divinity and is no longer in distortion. And then we have the Three of Wands. So this is working together. You and the soulmate are going to be working together. And again, it's a friend for some of you. It could even be same-sex friend for some of you. Let's say you're heterosexual, it could be a same-sex friend. Or if you're twin, what am I trying to say? I lost my train of thought. But it's interesting. Okay, what I was trying to say was, oftentimes, the soulmate of yours is a soulmate of your twins. So this will be a soulmate for both of you, teaching both of you. It's helping to bring you back together. This is what they agreed to do. They knew this before they incarnated. You are being asked to have patience, but you will be creating long-term plans at this time. And this is concrete plans, feminine. This is why I've been really intuiting that a lot of feminines will be moving houses, moving homes, moving businesses, moving jobs at this time. Look, you've got the Six of Wands. So this is success, the card of success and victory, the card of a champion, the card of overcoming everything on this journey. Good news is on its way. So there's going to be some sort of public recognition. You know, some of you may become authors. Some of you, I'm seeing, may get parts in like a commercial or parts in a play, or some of you are going to be recognized for your artistic endeavors, your artistic talents, paintings, photographs, photography. And others of you may be athletes. I'm picking on a smaller minority that might be athletes. But regardless, and if I haven't mentioned what it is that you do and who you are, I just kind of ran out of ideas, but those are some of the ideas that came to mind. So there's victory coming for the feminine, and the victory is coming as you have really accepted the finality of this connection. It's like you've accepted that this is the irony of the journey. You've accepted it, it's over, and then it begins again. But in this moment, we have to, for those who this is resonating with, you're being called to really, really accept that, okay, it's over, and I'm going to grieve the loss of this connection, and I'm going to, it's almost like envisioning your life without it temporarily, to totally disconnect from this idea, this manifestation that you really want your twin flame and you want to be with them. But first you have to disconnect from it. So there's a bit of a kind of topsy-turvy logic when it comes to your twin flame. This is not a soulmate connection. This is not like, oh, we meet, we love each other, and everything goes smoothly, and then we get married and have kids and have a white picket fence. No. No. Okay, so Spirit, can you clarify, please, this King of Cups, the Hanged Man? Yeah, the masculines aren't making a move. They're actually being instructed and guided not to. It's almost like the divine is saying, do not hinder this growth of your feminine. Do not step in at this time. And I've been saying this for a while. Unless you are a healed divine masculine, do not step forward as a distorted masculine. You are not allowed. You can look, but you can't touch. So that's a stern message from the universe. Right now, the feminine is in a relationship with the divine. Okay, Spirit, can you clarify this Page of Cups? And this soulmate is going to be a higher level soulmate, and they are going to come in. What the heck just happened? They are going to come in, and they are going to, they're going to assist the feminine in achieving an even deeper connection with source, an even deeper connection with God. So this, whereas the masculine, if this pertains to you, the masculine that I'm picking up on here, if the masculine were to come in at this time, it would be a hindrance. It would be another obstacle for the feminine, and it would take her off her path, okay? And she needs to be on this path this time. So the King of Swords is coming up as a clarifier for the Page of Cups. These are two totally different energies. I do feel like for some of you, this person that comes in, okay, let me see. Let me get another clarifier, because I started to say something, then I started to say something else. Spirit, clarify the King of Swords, please. How is that connected to the Page of Cups? Because I'm a little confused. The Devil. Interesting. So temptation. Okay. So the story that's now unfolding here with this Page of Cups, this could be somebody who's a little on the immature side, but who comes off as, okay. So what I'm hearing from Spirit is there's two possible scenarios here. This could be a karmic. So this will be a test or a lesson for some feminines. This could also be just a kind-hearted soulmate that comes in. So Spirit, can you clarify for the kind-hearted soulmate? Clarify the Page of Cups for the kind-hearted soulmate that's coming in. The higher level soulmate, Spirit, because this is definitely a lower level soulmate. Higher level soulmate, Spirit. Higher level soulmate, clarify the Page of Cups. It's too many. Nine of Wands. That is, that's another card of victory. That's the card to continue. Don't look away now. Don't stop now. You know, victory is within reach. You know, continue on your path, even if it's a path of sovereignty. So what does this mean, clarifying the Page of Cups? This soulmate, feminine, is going to lead you to, they're going to help lead you back actually to your twin flame. This is a person who is very determined, okay? They're actually like, so if you try to initially push them away, or sort of be like, no, you know, like put them on the back burner, they're going to be pretty persistent, and they're going to feel motivated in the face of the obstacle that you may present to them. They're also going to help you, feminine, with, like I said, not giving up. Like, you're so close. They're like, don't give up now, because a lot of feminines are wanting to give up on this journey. And this person who comes in, this soulmate, for those of you who this story resonates with, because there's a couple stories playing out here, this particular soulmate is going to steer you back on the path. Okay, so again, they're leading you back home. It's just that for feminines right now, like some of you may be like, I'm done with this journey, I'm getting off, you know, are going to completely turn your back in a sense on the connection, because again, these are just the energies that are playing out. Go listen to Kay Moon's video. It's her latest video. She's an astrologer, and she explains everything that's going on right now with the feminine energy astrologically. And it just makes so much sense. So for those of you, for this other story that's playing out, the King of Swords and the Devil, what's playing out here is there's someone who's going to come in and try to distract you. So this person, this soulmate, okay, this one story one, this person A is going to actually bring you back to your path. Person B wants to distract you from your path and can be a bit conniving, can be cold, can be a little distant, detached. So if this person comes in, feminines, I feel like this is for those of you who may still have some codependent threads to heal, and who this person may be somewhat narcissistic, and I do not use that term lightly. I don't like that this energy is coming up, but I have to read for what is coming up. So I don't want to spend a lot of time on this person. Just, I feel like most of you are going to recognize this could be a player. This could be an addict of some sort. Just recognize that toxic or negative energy, but he may initially appear to be, you know, a real sweetheart, but this person is not so much. He's not who he says he is. He's not who he seems. So let's just get a clarifier, Spirit, for that person. Can we get a clarifier? This person's going to come off very passionate, okay? They're going to come on strong. Like, there's something called love bombing that, yeah, so I don't even want to say that word again, but there's something called love bombing, okay? So this person could come in very strong, tell you they love you very quickly, and just sort of, they're not attached to the light. They won't have your best interests at heart. There's something of yours that they want, your time, your energy, your money, etc. So feminines, be careful. Some of you might have a person like this in your life right now. Just, it's time to cut ties with that toxic person because it's not serving you. So Spirit, yeah, I was going to ask for a clarifier for this other person, A, the person who's bringing you towards victory and helping you step back onto your path rather than distracting you from your path, okay? This person has had a massive awakening. This is an awakened person, okay? What's fascinating is this is the Hanged Man, so it's the same energy that your counterpart is in. But this person could actually look like your counterpart. This person could act like your counterpart. There could be some resemblance in some way, but this person's going to help you see things from a different perspective, okay? They're going to help you kind of turn your vision or your worldview upside down, and they're going to shake things up a little bit. But I don't feel like this is in a toxic way, and I don't feel like this is in a way that's going to harm you. Can you guys see my cat? Oh wait, that was really... Anyway, he just rolled over. Hi, baby bear. Hi, Ollie. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, I would like to... Okay. Spirit, can you give some advice for the divine feminines who are in this sort of apathetic place of just feeling done with this journey, feeling exhausted, feeling tired, feeling fatigued, wanting off, just wanting a break? I mean, can a sister get you a break? Yeah, look at this. I mean, I can't make this up, yo. Look at this. Oh my gosh, my Virgo North Node is going crazy right now. Why aren't they aligning? There we go. Four of Swords. It's time to rest. This could be why you're exhausted right now, feminines. Okay? Time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. I just feel like sleep and rest is what's necessary right now for the feminines who are resonating. Especially, I feel like those of you who resonate with this are going to resonate profoundly, because this is a very strong energy. It's running through the threads. I've been viewing it the past couple days. I thought it was just me, and so I hope this gives somebody a little peace of mind that it's not just you. You know, it's like where you start to question the whole entire journey. Yeah, look, it's the Eight of Cups. This is exactly what I was just saying. Questioning the whole journey, questioning what was that, walking away, like the desire to move on, the desire to seek it's like higher ground, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth, but it's sort of disguising itself as the ending. It's disguising itself as the ending of the connection, and this is for the feminine to go off on her own again and do more work. Not that you haven't already done so much, feminine. I want to recognize that, right? The divine recognizes that. But this is about so much more. This is like, I need something more meaningful in my life, and this connection hasn't given me that yet in the physical. The feminine is so rooted and ingrained in the 3D right now that she wants something meaningful and deep and passionate. She wants that in the 3D. She wants something tangible, damn it. And that's really what, look at all this fire energy, this passion. She wants that. So that's why I'm saying be careful if somebody comes in that way, because this may be a karmic person. This may be a test of your faith. And what that will ultimately do, feminine, is put you back on the path to your counterpart, but it's going to initially throw you off or take you off balance. And then it's going to be that lesson. It'll be like the final lesson of dealing with, that type of personality. And then you'll be like, okay, I get why that had to happen. I'm back on track. But yeah, feminine, Four of Swords and Eight of Cups. This is definitely the energy of somebody who's exhausted from this journey, wants a break, and just wants something to change. It's like, like the feminine is exhausted from hearing reunions coming, and then not seeing something in the physical. I've been seeing a lot of comments about that too. Advice for the feminine, Spirit. I feel like this was such a necessary reading. I know it's going to trigger the shit out of people, and those will be the dislikers. and that's fine. Okay. Advice for the feminine. That's too many cards. And advice for the feminine. Okay. Too many cards again. So we have this star card. Wishing upon a star. Yeah, feminine. This is all about, this is part of your journey, okay? So the divine wants you to know that this potential perceived setback of thinking like all hope is lost is actually part of the journey. This was all predestined. This is going to lead you back to your heart and back to your truth in an even more powerful way than before. So we think that's important for the feminine to understand. Like, why did this have to happen like this? Why did I have to go through this? It's very painful. Why did I have to feel like my connection was ending for it to begin again? And that's, the all-time burning question of the twin flame journey. All right. Spirit, tell me just a little bit, just a quick peek into the masculine energy. Who is the counterpart of this feminine energy? So the masculine energy, ironically, not ironically, that's the wrong word, but I wanted to say maybe surprisingly, but he still perceives you as single, independent, thriving, as somebody that doesn't need him. There's some insecurity. The masculine's a little insecure about what he can offer you still. So again, the divine is like, stay back. Stay back. I'm working with her right now, masculine. I'm teaching her some lessons, and I need you to stay back. So they're being held back by their higher self. What else for this masculine spirit? Eight of Pentacles. He's also hard at work with creating something of significance. I call this the burning the midnight oil energy or card. So I feel like if you're a little restless or sleepless at night, it's probably your counterpart's energy that you're picking up on, feminine, because he's creating this nest of abundance and wealth, and it is actually, he doesn't even know it yet necessarily. Some of them will, some of them won't, but this is for your future together. I know that this is like, I told you guys, I saw diverging paths and then coming back together. So divergence and then convergence. I saw this. And everyone's journey is different. So again, this may resonate and may not. It's not right or wrong or good or bad. You're not further ahead. You're not behind. This is just the energies that are really picking up, okay, in the collective. And it's like, they cannot be denied. They needed to be talked about. But the masculine is like, the divine is putting him to work and saying, you need to get to work. You need to create this stability in your world and your life again, because many of these masculines are having to rebuild after a divorce or after the loss of a job and a divorce. Okay, so Spirit, can we have one card here for, I'm going to wrap up the reading, guys. I'm tired. I'm going to go rest. I'm going to go take the Four of Swords into account and practice it in my own life. Dang it. My North Node of Virgo is all upset again. Okay. Overall energy for this connection, Spirit. Page of Wands. There we go. There's still passion. There's underlying passion. The Page of Wands is like this very eager young man who wants to just set off on this new journey and this adventure. It's a very adventurous card. So there is some creativity and ingenuity that's going to be required in restarting these connections. So again, that's why I think there's some divergence and then convergence, because your gifts are coming online. The gifts for the feminine, the gifts for the masculine. So heed the advice of your higher self and understand that the gifts that are coming in, or the changes or shifts that you're feeling within yourself, emotionally, spiritually, physically, right, mentally, are happening for the higher and greater good, even if it doesn't feel like it or look like that right now. But you're about to begin a new adventure in your connections. And I feel like the divine is being cheeky because it looks the opposite yet again. And if you were to look at the 3D right now, you would just see you would just see despair and pain for this particular portion of the collective. You would see pain, you would see anger, you would see heartache, you would see that Three of Swords energy, you would see the Eight of Cups energy. But if you look beyond that, and I'm also giving myself a pep talk here, by the way, if you look beyond this, you're going to see this brand new beginning. Okay, this brand new adventure that both of you wish to go on with each other. So feminines, keep your hearts open, keep that connection to the divine, because you're going to be tested for the remainder of 2021. Your connection to source, your connection to your counterpart, and your connection to yourself is going to be tested. So be mindful of that, because it's like, you know, the more you know. And then, you know, like, what was that show? The more you know, ding, with the star. Okay. So the more you know, more quickly that you can move forward, the more quickly you can recover from triggers, and the more quickly you can move into union. So by the way, for anyone who got triggered by this is not a reading saying union's not happening. It's actually the opposite if you listen closely. I'm picking up the current energies of the collective, and it feels very turbulent. Something is brewing. There's some shifts and changes, and I just wanted to talk about it. This is not a channel where I sugarcoat things. This is not a channel where I promise marriage and union every 5 minutes. This is a channel where I am picking up on what is actually really going on and diving deeper into that. So if you liked the video, please drop a like, please subscribe, tap the bell icon to receive all notifications, or you won't receive any notifications. I recently learned that. And if you'd like a personal reading, drop me an email. Have a great weekend, guys. I'm signing off until tomorrow. Take good care.